Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy P Funk out here back in the book. Got something nice for you. The real deal. You know how we do out here. I do what I do for you. Let's go. I got something nice for you. You know how we do it. That's right. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. Yeah, and I'm on it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's Way of Life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you're not an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know, a person who knows not and knows that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. We moving through the book. We have page 121 and rolling. But this is the sign of an the Egypt flag. And the symbolism there is you see the sun rays, you see the continent of Africa is inside the sun. And the philosophy is that Maat Ubuntu. 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 Okay? That's what the philosophy, what they call it, religion. How about that? The great things we talking about, sorry about that. Foundation of the Maat philosophy. Maat and Ubuntu. Maat philosophy of our ancient Africans, religious practice, just what they practice. Okay? And it got the continent of Africa. Everybody had their philosophy, but they all practice what we call humanism. Humanism. That's the concept they call. All right. Now, this is how bad it was, right? Pope John Paul II apologized for what? The centuries of denigration African religion by the Western culture. Let's get your heads up. They apologized for the atrocities that they brought on us, the thing that they did to us. They apologized. Let's talk about it. After centuries of trying, what's this? Of trying to stop the practice of African religion, the philosophy that we chose to live by, and convert all Africans to Christianity. They succeeded, except Ethiopia. Moving on. But they converted all Africans, they wanted to convert all Africans to Christianity. The Catholic Church reversed itself, and in 1964, the Vatican, the Second Conference of Bishops in Rome, naturally, officially accepted African religion, Maat Ubuntu, into what? The family of world religions. We started this thing in Africa, Maat Ubuntu religion, And it wasn't until 1964 that we got recognized by the Catholic Church and as a full partner religiously. Now, on a visit to Benin, I know a lot of us don't have a clue what the hell who Benin is. But you know about the Great Wall of China, right? Benin got a wall that was extend 4 times around this country. Make that wall of China like look a little small. Nobody knows about that. Do some homework. That's our history. That's what they don't teach you. You know why you can't find it today? The British tore it down. Remember Black Wall Street? White man burned it up. Redwood, Florida, burned it up. We got a few history where they done came and did that to a few spots that we know about, and how many more that we don't know about. So that's just a little tidbit. But Benin was a West African country on the other side, and France, they will whoop France butt every time they came over there. But they were a group of people, when they finally did conquer them, they tore all their stuff down. Okay? Now Pope John Paul II apologized for all the centuries of denigration of African religion by the Western culture. Now, see how they hide behind culture? Say the white man. No. Culture. It's a culture thing. African religion is universally now accepted as a what? A distinct and legitimate form of spirituality. Ding, 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 right there. And continues to be practiced by substantial number of people in and outside of Africa. If what you had is not good, it don't work. It won't last so long. Moving on. And it is practiced by many who what? Who on one hand profess to be converts, what? To Western religions, Christianity, Catholicism, whatever y'all practice, and while at the same time, you can't serve two masters, retain the practice of some aspects of the African religion of their life and their ancestors. So they caught twixt in between. You want to confuse a person, you tell them what they got, take it away, and give them what you want them to have. But slowly but surely, it don't work for them because it ain't theirs. It just don't fit. Religion, Christianity don't fit us. One reason why, for its persistence, is the quality of humanism that characterizes it. Maat philosophy and Ubuntu is called humanism. Why? Here's why. Because the African term Ubuntu means humanism. Maat means balance. Balance and humanism. Watch this. Humanism is a what? A fundamental concern for what? The human condition. They didn't have homeless. They didn't have jails. They didn't have army. No. It was human beings. They treated everybody like human beings, respectfully. Watch this. So in caring for what? Fellow human beings. Well, that's a switch. Just take care of your own kind. No, we are human beings. So we are the same kind. Because the color and that geographic changes nothing, but we make that an issue. Moving on. But human beings, with respect to what? To their to their well-being. Each one look out for each other. We ain't here to, well, some people ain't, but they lived in harmony with each other. But also what it means a kind of openness, kindness, hospitality, compassion, empathy for those in what? Need. Right thinking philosophy is not needed in the suburbs. Right thinking philosophy not needed in academia. No. Right thinking philosophy is needed in the damn communities in the hood where they do the good. That's why I'm not commercial. Okay, that's the main thing. But I know what works. I'm from the hood. The old way didn't work. This way works. I got a son and a daughter to prove that. Moving on. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Just say I'm not new to this. No. The quality right there, a Ubuntu has had what? The effect of what? Tempering and what? And the tempering the harshness of other religions. As well as what? Bringing to the forefront the sufferings and needs of others. Am I my brother's keeper? You better be. And sometimes what? The iniquities that are endowed by others, the Ubuntu is a kind of empathy and sympathy for who? For others, and a heartfelt desire. A heartfelt desire. You ready for this? To share with others. Every group of people that came into Egypt said the same thing about us as the people. Most spiritual people they ever met. That wasn't by accident. One important example of the effect of African religion. Again, African religion ain't the same as Western culture religion or today's concept of religion. Watch this. And its quality, the quality of Ubuntu is what? The Ardura church that's still running today in Yoruba, who migrated out of Egypt to the highlands, and they're still doing their thing to this day. And watch this. In this church, the Christian emphasis is on salvation and has given way to what? An approach that is more in line and more balanced with what? The traditional needs of the people. I just told you, when we running by opulence and fame is the number ordinary day of the righteousness and truth, we have been running the wrong way. And right now, we being run the wrong way. It's just that simple. They ain't got none of these qualities. Ain't none of this going on right now. And watch this. So the priests function as what? Diviners, messengers of God. Also, they was healers and ritual leaders. So they took care of every aspect of what needed to be done as far as religious practice. Divine, hands-on healing, practice the ritual, okay? And they was the leaders. The concept of humanism may be best expressed where? In the following quotations. Listen to this. African belief is basically the humanistic belief that what? That doing good is good. Simple as that. Not sometimes, just doing good. What's this? Follow this. Why? Because while doing anything bad is bad, you are rewarded here on earth for what? For doing good deeds. And what happens? And you are punished for what? Your iniquities, your bad actions. Right here on earth. But indeed, what happens? Many Africans believe, you ready for this one? You're just going to knock your socks off. That the ultimate punishment for bad iniquities, behavior, is death. Death to anybody who commit bad acts. And not literally, I wanted to get this lesson. I had this already laid out. Now, this was by a freelance journalist based in Accra, Ghana. So he has some issues, okay? But what they were saying, they were strict about what they were doing, and they were what they're saying is, the more wrong acts you commit, the heavier your heart becomes. They knew at Judgment Day, if your heart is heavy, you're going to die. That's death twice. That's what they're talking about. Bad people are going to die twice. Okay? They understood that. And again, the symbology and the hidden message, the esoteric meaning behind what they were doing, once you understand that, you see, they was well smarter than us. They was so way ahead. They said, oh, what? For every sin you commit, you're going to die. Why? They're going to mount up, and it's time for Judgment Day. You got to be responsible for that. Again, that's why it's real simple. So all that sneaky and deceitful stuff that we think nobody knows about, they didn't have that problem. They knew that God was always on his job, watching. Why? So he can do what he got to do at Judgment Day for you. Speak for you or speak against you. Go both ways. That don't make him gay. Nope, just mean that it's equal billing. That's balance. Okay? Same for her, and same for him. What's good for him is good for her. What's bad for her is bad for him. It don't change. It don't sway. Because you're making it personal, don't change what it is. Excuse me. So when we start to learn to act and do and be like we're supposed to, the benefits is yours. That's it. And it tells you here. Now, this is my man Desmond Tutu. He got a Nobel Peace Prize, and he was a smart man, obviously. So watch this. This is perfect. You know when it's there. And it's obvious when what? When it is absent. What could that be? Let's go a little deeper. It has to do with what? What it means to what? To be truly human. And that aspect in you, when it's there, you know. When it ain't, you know. So it refers to what? Gentleness, empathy, and to be compassion and hospitality, to openness to others, and you become the vulnerability to what? To being available for others and to know that you are bound up with them in the bundle of what this thing we call life. Not a rat race. No, we all in this thing together. Not crabs in the barrel. I got to step on you to get to know. No, none of that. None of that. None of that. But that's what they brought into the mix. And that's what we are now as a people. We so far away from living in harmony with each other. Hell, family members don't speak. Okay? Same thing. No problem. It's real. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. If we was all on the same spiritual accord, intellectually and spiritually, we wouldn't have these issues. Not personal, no. Why? We'd be happy. We'd be just good people. What? To each other, at least. That's how when the invaders came over, we what? Opened our arms, let them in for dinner, and we became the meal. Conceptually. Okay, why? Bad people do bad things to good people. Bad things that happen to good people. Bad people do bad things to good people. Why? Good people leave themselves vulnerable. They open themselves up for that. You can't get zapped. Everybody was so hardcore. Why? I gotta protect myself. Relax, calm down, just be nice, relax. Everywhere I go, I just laugh and have a good time. I ain't got no attitude. I ain't walking around with a chip on my shoulder talking about the white man. I ain't got time for that stupid nonsense. I go through life and just doing what I do and be kind, respectful to people, and I get it back in return. It's a beautiful thing. Perfect example. I go to the gym every day. They know I drink red, Fruit Punch Gatorade. I go in there today, I got red on. Yesterday I was in there, they had 2 Gatorades left. I took one. The kid behind the counter took the red Gatorade yesterday. After seeing me get it, I saw it, I just didn't say nothing, right? He put it and stashed it. This morning when I go in there, I walk by the thing, I pay in advance, everybody know. So when I come back to go to my thing, I'm looking, I'm saying, I know. He said he got me. I'm looking for everything in there but the red. I said, my man, I don't see it. He came from behind the counter, walked up to the refrigerator, reached his hand way back in the back behind the blue Gatorade, pulled it out. That's respect. I had nothing but just felt good. Why? That's what he think of me. We ain't got a problem with that nonsense. Tat it up the whole 9. But we just treat each other respectfully. His job is to be that way. I don't have to be that way. I'm the customer. I can do how I want, but we get along. When what? Just carry yourself in a respectful manner. That's all. Perfect example. Just show. I do that every day. That's how I live. I ain't got a problem. But watch this. Now, when people are vulnerable and they make themselves available to others, for a person, is only what? A person, aka human being, to what? Other human beings. That means live together. We can't seem to do that, so that's the issue. Moving on, I've got this Okay, y'all, I'm almost done. I got this thing coming up. Now, I'm going to give you a quick lesson, but this is the forms of Maat. Did this lesson before. That's her standing there. That's her sitting. You see Emma's. I got a picture of that for you. And this is Mayate. That's Aset and that working for Maat in the halls of Maat. Okay? They represent righteous and justice for the same thing. But when compared, watch this, when compared to the concept of Ubuntu, the commission concept of the Ari, Maat, meaning Maat action, selfless service, righteous action, virtuous, all those good stuff, is found what? To be in every way, not in some ways, not in most ways. It's said to found to be in every way comparable to what this concept of humanism or social awareness and caring. Maat philosophy is a spiritual symbol as well as what? Cosmic energy or force which pervades the entire universe. Remember, the universe is run by Maat, order. Maat is the path to promoting world order, justice, righteousness, correctness, harmony, peace, and my favorite, reciprocity. Okay? That's what she represents. And watch this. Maat is also what? The path that represents wisdom and spiritual awakening through what? Balance. Ding, 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 ding. And equanimity. Where certain disciplines of right action which promote what? Purity of the heart. Right there. Oh yeah, stop for a second. When you live, do, and be, you're purifying the heart with good and righteous actions, thoughts, and deeds. Maat is telling you balance and equanimity. The mind had to be used what? Both hemispheres, left and right. That's the equanimity. Using your mind balanced in a fashion whenever you decision making, use both sides of your brain. That's the philosophy that Maat represents. If you just use the left side, the right side gets shut down. Why? It ain't fair. They're supposed to be used equally. That's why. Okay? And the left side the right side may not agree with the left side. The left side that made the decision already without conferring with the right side, not good decision making. But I thought yeah, you didn't check with the right side. Or if you do the right side, same thing. Then check with the left side. Mostly men use the right, women use the left. And they should learn to use them equally. Equanimity between your thought process that'll change your actions. Why? They become more pure and more understanding. Why? Because they're balanced. That's why. And that's what Maat represents. And when you're doing this, you're promoting purity of heart and balance of the mind. Ding, ding, ding. Heart, mind, coherence. I love it. This is my ballpark. This is my wheelhouse. And Maat, why? Because this is what I live. This is what I live. This. I know this. I don't need the book to tell you that. Okay? But Maat is represented as a goddess with a feather held on the side by the what? A bandana in her head. And she is sometimes depicted with wings. A papyrus scepter in one hand and holding the ankh in the other. The ankh represents the symbol of life in the other hand. I just showed them to you right there. That's her right there. This is the scepter. There go the ankh. She always has ankhs in her hand represent the symbol of life. She's a life giver. Okay, that's what it's all about. I got one more chapter, one more paragraph before I shut it down. Yeah, give me a few more minutes, where we at? Now, right there, the forms of God and Maat, I just gave you that. Now let's take care of it. Now, and commit, this part I want to get to. The position we in right now with a felon or the party for the felons, being this, okay, crooked people. In my philosophy, wouldn't happen. Why? And commit, the judges, all political parties were what? Were initiated into the teachings of Maat. For only when there is justice and fairness, start right there, in society, okay, let's keep it going, can there be abiding harmony and peace. We already know there's no justice in this society that we're dealing with right now. We know that. So we already behind the 8 ball. So I ain't got to go through all that. Point well understood, I'm sure. Let's go. I ain't got to beat that horse. It's dead. But harmony and peace are necessary for what? The pursuit of true happiness and inner fulfillment in life. If we don't have opportunity to fulfill our personal obligation to be happy, to do things that makes us happy, that ain't fair to us. That ain't fair or just. And that's the society we living in. It ain't neither one of them. Watch this. They look out for their own kind. Who? Those who got. Thus, the Commission spirituality includes what? A spiritual discipline for who? For society, for social order and harmony, not unlike the Confucianism in China or the Dharma in India. Maat promotes social harmony. All, not just a group. I know. All, that's the social, and it's humanism. Again, back to the concept of humanism. She wants society, harmony, and personal virtue, which leads to spiritual enlightenment. Every individual responsible for themselves. Do what they need to do for themselves, and that will promote what? Social harmony in the society. Start with the community and just let it work itself out. Why do we degrade in the community? They low life, they low income, they got nothing, they ain't gonna be nobody. That ain't cool. Well, I made out. How about go back and help out? No, I ain't gonna. There you go. That ain't the right mentality. That's the wrong mentality. That's why all you aristocrats and you rich people who get a little education and make a little better situation for yourself look down on everybody else. That's wrong. Sorry about that. Whoa, I got personal. Yeah, because I don't like that. Moving on. Many people are aware of what I just gave you, the 42 laws and precepts of Maya, that they done changed and put it to their likings. Again, they blasphemy. I feel like my man, Gino Jennings. They done rewrote the book. I know he would lose his chicken picking mind if that happened to the Bible. But moving on, another lesson. Sorry about that. Let me wrap this up. I see the clock. All right. Hope you enjoying the lesson. I'm just doing my thing. But there are declarations of what? Purity, also known as the negative confessions. The new one they got now, we ain't gonna talk about that. I just have my message with that one. But found in the Commission Book of Enlightenment, I gave the first book I started, the Egyptian Book of Dead. I got that right there. Now, which a person, every individual who has lived a life of what? Righteousness, virtue, can utter what? At the time of the great judgment, at the death, when your heart speaks for you, it will be able to declare all other precepts and concerns with the moral rectitude in all aspects of life, which leads to what? Social order and harmony. Order leads to what? Prosperity and harmony for all. We don't have that. We have hierarchies, levels, higher, middle, lower, and sometimes even lower. The less fortunate. That's the problem. Let me wrap this up. Now, as an adjunct to the 42 precepts, there are other injunctions given in the wisdom text from the temple, from the pyramids. And watch this. These in turn are elaborated in the tombs and scriptures of ancient Egypt. In chapter 125 of the Book of the Dead, coming forth by day, the person uttering the declaration states this. These are the things that you say to God. I have done God's will. Ding, 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 ding. Good job, my good and faithful servant. Watch this. I have given bread to the hungry. You feeding the hungry. Ding, 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 ding. Check that off. Water to the thirsty. Ding, ding, ding. Check that off. Clothes to the clothless. Ding, 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 ding. Check that off. How about this? And even a boat to those who were shipwrecked. How many of us got boats to give? But check that off. Okay. I made the prescribed offerings to the gods. Daily prayer, meditation, living, doing good things, and the goddesses. I mean, you represent both. And I also made what? Offerings in the temples. I don't go to church without church money. I need to have church money. Why? I got to put something in the till. Simple. I ain't got a problem with that. But, and I made offering to the temple and to the glorious spirits. If they wasn't spiritual people, I wouldn't be in this fellowship with them. Okay? So therefore, protect me when what? When I go to face with God at that what we know to be Judgment Day. These are things that you You want it to be happen. But if you are not living and doing right, don't even start that nonsense. Why? They're going to seal your mouth anyway. Okay, why? Don't need to hear that nonsense. Don't waste our time. Wrapping it up. And the following tomb inscriptions were carved in the walls of those people who profess to what? To have lived a righteous and orderly, aka according to Maat life. Central to this order and virtue are the acts of righteousness, and the highest form of right action is what? You ready? What I do every day for you, selfless service. That is all of the things a person, a God-fearing, righteous person, can do to uphold what? The truth. All I'm going to tell you is the truth. Whole truth, nothing but the truth. Left hand don't make a difference to God, all right? I'm speaking from here, so it make a difference what my hand I'm putting up. Could care less, okay? I'm speaking from here, so the words and the gestures in the hand means not much. But if you're ritualistic, my right hand to God, okay? But in order, watch this, to uphold truth, order, and righteousness, doing what? Doing my life. That's all I got control over, which I can do. And that's what I hold myself accountable to do. Try to get you to understand and teach you. You can do it too. Moving on. If that's what you choose to do, it's a choice. And now the following is what? A summary of what they call WRIGHT, which will be followed by a brief gloss on Maat selfless service. I'm about to break that down to you by 7.5 hours of your time. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you got the message. Good lesson. I'll be back in a few. I got some more for you. You know how we do. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers, you know, Maat followers, we don't pass away. I'll be back.